The 2022 Yankees got off to one of the hottest starts in Major League Baseball's history, but by the end of the season after the All-Star break, the Yankees struggled to barely finish above 500. Of course, they go on to win 99 games and have the American League MVP in Aaron Judge. They got past the Cleveland Guardians, but then they got swept by the Houston Astros. And so going into the offseason, there were some serious questions, mainly about that lineup. The Yankees all season long had generated a lot of on-base percentage through walks and home runs. In fact, the majority of their offense, over 50% of it, came off the long ball. And in that series against Houston, the Astros limited their walks and limited the home runs that the Yankees hit. And the lineup struggled mightily. And in the offseason, the Yankees had a lot of free agents departing the team. The two biggest being Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo. And what did the Yankees do? They do exactly what they needed to. They signed Aaron Judge to one of the biggest contracts in baseball history and re-signed Anthony Rizzo. But the Yankees also made another move that kind of made a lot of people scratch their heads. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people were like, why did y'all do this? The Yankees would go out and sign former San Francisco Giants pitcher Carlos Rodon to a 6-year contract. This would add another arm to that stout starting rotation of the New York Yankees with Garrett Cole, Luis Severino, and Nestor Cortez, as well as Frankie Montas. But that one big question for the New York Yankees that a lot of people still had was looming. Where was the protection in that lineup for guys like Anthony Rizzo and Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton? Those three guys are going to go out there and slug and get walks. But the protection between those guys, the guys that generate on-base percentage, where are those guys at? The Yankees lost Andrew Benintendi. The Yankees really did nothing to address this problem in the offseason. Yes, they're going to be relying on guys like Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, as well as Oswaldo Peraza to fill in those holes in that lineup. And that is just a lot to ask out of 3 rookies. Spring training's here. The Yankees and that team are as healthy as can be, ready to go into the next season. And Frankie Montas is hurt before spring training even starts. In fact, he was injured before even coming over to the Yankees from the Oakland Athletics last season at the trade deadline. It seems as if the Yankees front office knew the severity of the injury, and Montas still played through it through the rest of the 2022 season. And now Montas may miss the rest or most of the 2023 season. Well, at least the Yankees have Carlos Rodon, and he's going to be out for a number of weeks with forearm stiffness. Well, here's the scary part from that rotation. A lot of fans and experts know Luis Severino has a hard time staying healthy during the regular season. The guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, but like I said, has a hard time staying healthy during the regular season. If Severino goes down, if Sevy's out, this is going to be a really, really thin rotation. Jordan Montgomery was traded last year, and James Taillon hit the open market. The Yankees' depth is going to be pushed very hard these next few months during the regular season. But hey, at least New York and the Yankees fans have something to look forward to in center field with Harrison Bader. That dude was so electric for y'all last year in the postseason. Oh dear God, what is going on with the Yankees right now, man? The injury bug is a lot like bed bugs. It's hard to get rid of, and once it hits you once, it hits you a bunch. Apparently, it is in these Yankees hitters and pitchers' mattresses, biting them every which way it can. The expectation for the Yankees every single year is World Series or bust. Not ALCS, not playoffs, not winning the NL East, not winning 100 games. The World Series or bust. And as of right now, it looks like this team's going to be limping into the regular season with a lot of question marks surrounding it. For me, there are a few things that really interest me about this team and watching them to see what happens with them. One, their lineup. Is the lineup going to be home run and walk oriented this season? Are they going to rely on the walks to generate their on-base percentage? Are they going to rely on the home run to produce a lot of their runs? Because that is not a winning formula in October baseball. Are Brian Cashman and that front office of the New York Yankees going to go out and add more depth and more protection in that lineup? Or do the Yankees trust the rookies and Oswaldo and Volpe to come out here and add that bat to the lineup or two that they're looking for? And for that starting rotation, the depth. The Yankees gave up a little bit to get Rodon and Montas on this team. Now, neither of those guys are going to be contributing from day one, starting opening day until a few months into the season, if not into the end of the season. Is the lack of depth going to come back and bite the Yankees in the butt in the middle part of the season at the end? Because Garrett Cole is probably going to take on 20 or 30 more innings this year than what he has to. Cortez and Severino are probably going to have their innings bumped up a little bit to make up for that Rodon and Montas loss that they have. If I had to make a prediction about the Yankees and the win total this season, I'd say between 85 and 93. I'd be surprised if they got contested by the Blue Jays for the NL East. No, I wouldn't be at all. Would I be surprised if the Blue Jays took the NL East for the first time in a few years? Not at all. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Yankees the first 2.5, 3 months of the season. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below about the Yankees, the situation, what's your thoughts and opinions on it. And as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because I have plenty more baseball content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios, mis amigos!